영상의 구성은 다음과 같습니다. 그럼 한번 시작해 볼까요?
Most manufacturers say you can wipe them down. 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 So we also heard in the video the sentence, most manufacturers say you can wipe them down. So wipe them down is an expression that came from the video. And what wipe them down means is to really kind of literally take something like perhaps a cloth or paper towel and to wipe something down to clean its surface. And usually the cloth would be damp, the paper towel would be damp. So you're wiping something down.
What does damp mean?
Oh, good example. Damp means wet.
Wet.
Not like so wet that if you squeeze it, water drips out, but just a little bit wet.
Little bit
So
wet.
good catch
Okay.
on a new vocabulary word. So
Gotcha.
yeah. So how about wipe them down? Will you read the sentence for me?
Oh, the example sentence?
Yes, please.
Okay. Most manufacturers say you can wipe them down.
Yeah, good job with that. Manufacturers, that's kind of like a bit of a tongue twister because it's such a long word,
It
right?
is. Yep.
And it has so many, you know what a syllable is? As you break the word into its little parts, it's got a lot of syllables in it.
Right.
Yeah. So another sentence I came up with for wipe them down. I had to wipe down the outside chairs after it rained. So if you can picture that it's raining, the chairs are all wet. So I need to wipe them down so that when someone comes to sit on them, the chairs are no longer wet. Does that make sense? Help explain wipe them down?
Yeah, it does. I have another question. So to wipe down means basically, to clean its surface, right? But is it kind of cleaning thoroughly or just like, roughly? Like...
I would say maybe depending on the situation, but I would say it would probably be more like wiping gently.
Wiping gently. Okay.
And
Gotcha.
the example in the video was, if I'm remembering correctly, it was about cell phones. And could you wipe your cell phone or to really actually clean it and more importantly, disinfect it? And that's where, so if you can picture that you would take a cell phone and clean it off,
Right.
you might wipe it down gently, not
gently.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So,
gotcha.
Hey, here's a random question for you. How often do you clean your cell phone?
To be honest, once a day.
Okay. Well, and isn't that what they recommended in the video too?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. And that was a big like, for me, because I'm like, I don't even know when the last time is I cleaned my cell phone. So I got some really good info from this video,
Right.
one of which is clean my cell phone every day.
Yeah, it is a good reminder for sure.
For sure.
But at the same time, like, I don't know, like, what's the best way to, clean, like, wipe down your cell phone, like, using, like, alcohol, like a 70%, I don't know what they recommend exactly, but something like that.
I Googled it because I
Did
thought,
you?
oh, I did. And so I forget, it's like 70%, I don't know, maybe it's ethyl alcohol and something else, but
Isopropyl.
something like that. Yeah. But the bottom line is you can use something called rubbing alcohol.
Oh,
and,
okay.
you can buy a big bottle of that, pretty inexpensive.
Yeah.
And then just take like a cotton ball or cotton pad, put the rubbing alcohol on it and gently wipe it off. And because it's such a high alcohol content, I mean, it doesn't even really need to be dried. It just kind of evaporates.
Oh, okay. Wow. So, good to know.
And here you thought you were just learning English.
Thank you.
Yeah, you didn't know you're getting these cleaning tips.
Not at all. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yep. So, hey, how about the outside chairs? Would you read that sentence for me, please?
Yes. I had to wipe down the outside chairs after it rained.
Yeah, good job, right? Okay. And then some synonyms for wipe down. And this has to do more with the, like the outside chairs might be just getting rid of the, rain on them or the water on them. But as it's referred to in the video, synonyms could be I had to cleanse or clean, right?
Right.
Disinfect or wash. Although I'll be honest, when I see the word wash, I think of large quantities of water with that. Like if I'm going to wash my clothes or wash the dishes.
Oh, okay.
But possible synonyms for wipe them down.
Good to know. I have another question.
Okay, let me hear it.
So I know people here in the United States, I mean, in general, the English speakers, they use a lot of phrasal verbs, right? So for example, like a wipe down.
I think the word you want is phrasal.
Oh, phrasal.
Phrasal. Phrasal.
Yeah, phrasal.
Okay. Phrasal.
Do I sound better?
Yep, that's better pronunciation.
Okay, phrasal verbs, so such as to wipe down, to wipe up, to wipe off, something like that. But I don't know like the difference. So can you explain?
Yeah, I think on some of them, I think there's a very small difference. Like to wipe up something, that's usually like if there's something like a liquid has spilled and you are trying to remove it. So like I wiped up the soup you spilt in the kitchen.
Okay.
So, and so wipe up, wipe down. I wouldn't say I wiped down the soup. I might say I wiped down the counter where you spilled the soup. But if I'm wiping up, it's like I'm taking that liquid there and I'm removing
pick it up. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe if you think of it like, picking it up like that.
Gotcha.
And I think wipe off is pretty similar. Like I had to, wipe off the counter after you spilled the soup. So I'm not necessarily getting the soup now. I'm getting the counter. So I don't know if that helps.
It does, but it seems like I can use them interchangeably.
I think for sure you can say wipe them down and wipe up.
Okay.
If I'm going to wipe down my cell phone, I feel like I could also say I could wipe off my cell phone. Right. And another way wipe is sometimes used is in wipe out. Have you heard that one?
I think I have. Yeah.
Okay. So, and that mostly means that something is like completely destroyed. Couple of things. Something's completely destroyed. Like, maybe, whole towns were wiped out in a flood.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So they're completely destroyed, gone. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or if it means like, to lose control, like I wiped out when I went rollerblading, meaning I
lost my control.
Yeah, I lost control, fell.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Did you want to try a sentence of your own with wipe them down?
Yes.
Or wipe down?
Yes, I do.
You thought you were going to forget that.
Yeah, I was gonna skip this part, but what about this? Can you please wipe down the kitchen table because we're gonna bring out our dinner.
Perfect.
Bring out food for dinner, something like that.
Can you please clean the kitchen table off because we're gonna have dinner now.
Kitchen table off, not down. Oh, clean. Oh, never mind.
Clean.
I was like, I was confused.
I'm switching the main verb on you.
Okay, gotcha. Thank
you. Giving
you.
you a synonym. Yeah. Okay. All right.